What up? Welcome back to Elden Ring as easy as possible. So, we're currently at Redmane Castle, hence why it's called a Redmane Castle walkthrough. So, what we're going to do is get through Redmane Castle easiest way possible, really. So, you've got two of these. Is it two or the one? I might be getting confused with another area. Yeah, so we've got this geezer to deal with. Best way, deal with him from a distance if you're going to struggle. What you'll find with any range attacks you do to him, the first one will hit, then he'll sort of go into hyper mode and start dodging everything. You just let him cool off. It does hit hard. Now you'll see, by keeping him at the door, it stops him from dodging. Oh shit, I knew I was right. So what I'm going to try is... Oh, look at that. See what I mean? Now if we get them when they're over in that kind of distance, if you try to take them out range, they'll just keep dodging. See that? Little bastard dodged that. Here he comes. Fucking hell. Now the good thing with the swarm of flies, as long as it doesn't get stuck on a wall, you can't really dodge it. Because it's like laser guided. Now you saw there, you can get a summon. Or use your use your mimic if you've got one. Let's have a try. Let's see what Flame of the Fell God. Let's have a look at that. So as soon as you go through the door, you'll aggro him. Oh, now that did it. That was pretty tasty. See, dodges it. Twat. Now they are bastards, as I mean. You can go in there to take them out with a sword if you're feeling lucky, punk. There we go. Now they don't respawn, they don't. So we can just take a little seat there. So, refresh all our shizzle. And now we can get into Redmane Castle properly. If you haven't already, you can activate your summoning pool. I don't find a lot of human summons in Redmane Castle for some reason. Commander Nile is a twat. If we have a look. Oh cheers mate, you just made me sound like a liar. That's probably the first time I've ever found a summon sign. However, we don't need him. our Mimic Tea is more than enough. Now I'm using the Blasphemous Blade here. A good one. Sacred Relic Sword is not too bad. But yeah, generally Blasphemous Blade's better. So we'll come down here, grab a little shiny. Now you can go either way, up there, this way. Actually, I'll grab the shiny over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go up this way. Just kind of keeps things a little bit tidier, because we'll end up coming out where the other entrance was. I'll just grab this shiny. This is a shortcut that will be unlocked later. So if you do get killed by the boss, you ain't gonna have those two big tiger things. You'll run from the Grace Point straight down here, up the lift to the boss up there. So it's not too much of a trek if you die. Now these guys should be weak to fire. I know I've got a fire blade, I just want to see what this does to them. Oh yeah, oh fucking hell, look at that, even got them. Now because the Blasphemous Blade also deals fire damage, it's pretty handy against them. Obviously, Volcano Manor, if you've not been there already, you'll find the Blasphemous Blade pretty useless against the fire slugs. Okay, we'll just pick shiny up here. I like to charge counter. Oh shit, I forgot about him. Yeah, we've got that little bastard up there. Don't worry, you'll get your revenge. And you saw how much energy was restored. That's just by using the Blasphemous Blade. And whose seal are we using? Ricard's Great Rune. If you've got it, just take them out with a bow. There we go. Gets rid of that knobhead. Oh! My god, that was like complete noobification there. I completely forgot. However, that is what you'll most likely do. That's what it's there for, to lure you out. So, you can see there. So you've got a catapult guy there. There's also one up there. So if you run to try and take him out close range, what you find is then you start getting fired at by the one up there. It's a little bit tricky and you may take a hit. What I like to do is just try and Get the minimum. And you can see we did take a hit there. And it's because the bolts explode, that's the problem. Oh, but straight away, that's him out of the way. We ain't gonna waste another flask. Because we can generate the health just by killing the enemy. Now you can see him up there, so you can see what would have happened. Let's see. Oh, you dirty bastard he is, isn't he? Okay. So what we'll do is we'll do it a different way. Shield up. We'll give him a bitch slap from here. Punk ass little bitch. I wonder if they realise just what little bitches they are. Sure. Part of me wants to say there's something around here. I'm just chatting shit. A lot of people, the real reason I did this walkthrough, because there seemed to be, on a lot of forums, people struggling, saying they were getting lost. Is this one open? Now the reason we came up here is that fucking bird. From down bottom he could be an absolute twat. However, if we can get him just... I was hoping we might be able to cheese him to come down again. Never mind. What I'm just going to do is equip a staff. Any staff really. I'm going to cast the Starlight spell. Now my build is... I don't know if it's called a quality build. I never get what people mean by quality, whether they just mean equal amount of strength and dexterity. I've tried to go for everything really. I've played around a few times with the larval tiers, respecking, but you can see my strength is 60, dex 50, intelligence 25, faith 50. So spell wise, and I may even respec it further, because the only sorcery spell I use really is the Starlight. But the problem is, when you get to like, where am I, level 226, you can see for every level 414,000 souls a level. And this is a new game plus, so I've already completed the game once, so yeah, new game plus. Anywho, so we can just pick up that. That gives us the Stormhawk axe. Not a bad little axe that is, especially if you're going against any enemy who's weak to lightning. Now we've got little doggies, doggitos. Come on, doggitos. Let's give you a little bit of, let's have a bit of fun with you. Not a bad little spell, that. So you can see that's the door that we just opened. That was one of the options for a way to get up here. But instead we went that way through that door. There's the shortcut that leads up to the boss. I always have my lamp on as well, but you just see so much more of Starlight. Starlight, Starlight. Now here we're going to come across the ghosts. Basically they seem to be the characters that you summon for your mimic tiers. This first one. Come on, Pussy. Now, they want you to run up there to try and take him out. However, there's also a knight up there. Don't worry. You'll be able to get revenge on that little fucker soon. I don't think there's yet. So what I'd suggest is taking Mr. Fucknuts out from a distance. Where is he? Huh? Weird. And now it's not all that difficult really. Pretty much like Silver Knights and Black Knights from the original Souls games. Ideally get behind him if you can. Oh, right, you little fucker. You're gonna find out what happens when you stand there camping. As you can see from the little sparkles, there's a grace through there, which we'll go through in a second. You can see these doors aren't really in use. Okay, I'll tell you what. So we're not going to rest there. I personally don't go up here because I don't really... There's not that much up there that interests me. However, we'll pop up there. What you'll get across there is a few dogs and a knight. Sure. So he kind of basically rats you out. However, Blasphemer's Blade makes a joke of them. Fuck me. It was fucking hitting like an end boss. So as you can see, there's not really an awful lot to find up here. Especially if that kind of gave you a bit of trouble. You did all that for nothing really. Stone sword key. suppose if you need one, you're desperate to find one, it's not too bad. Not a bad idea. Just check my enchantments. I don't think I ever picked up the cat ring. Weird how I never found that, because there's a rune that's pretty similar to the old cat rings. So you see I've got raised faith, raised intelligence, max equipment load, and gold scarab. However, I'm not really going with intelligence, and so it's only raised it by 5. So I'm gonna probably just put something in place of that. And how much does that raise your HP by? Quite a bit, actually. Now, the Blasphemer's Blade gives you energy when you kill it anyway, so what I may do... because what you can do is... swap Rigard's Rune for Morgoth's Rune. Which, when you activate, you get a massive health bar like that. Right, crafting. I may need to get a few more cookbooks. What I want. Branch. Sacramental Bud. Bollocks. So what is good for this weapon, for the boss coming up, Commander Nile, is a Bewitching Branch. Now Commander Nile, he's starts the battle with 2 summons. What you can do is if you cast that branch, it's a summoner. You don't need to be a mage or anything like that. It's literally just an item. If you're playing on PlayStation, it's the square button item, and that will basically turn him to an ally for you. And combine that with your mimic as well, you can literally take him out just standing at a distance. Unfortunately, I don't seem to have any of those. Unless I've got some in my inventory. Now the boss, he is weak to holy, lightning, fire, I believe. Okay, so we don't need to go out that door again, so we're just going to go this way. Talk to him if you want to. Actually, what are we doing for time here? Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to split this down into 2 parts, just so we've got a bit more time. So I'll see you for part 2 of Stormvale Castle walkthrough. As always, toodaloo.